Hey, my adult Leos, this is going to be an 18 plus reading, so take what resonates from this, and it could be leading in any direction. Sometimes it can be very sexual, and sometimes it can be very just regular in a sense of like guidance or therapy and or helpful words for you to be encouraged through something specifically. Okay, so just take it as resonates, because I really feed into all aspects of all things. So emotions, mentality, spirituality, physicality, financial, and sexuality. Okay, there's more to explore than just like the bare minimum. So we're gonna find out whatever it may be for you, Leo. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Universe. Thank you, God, for showing up today, as we truly do appreciate you. We have the Nave of Pentacles coming through. There's a beautiful energy of feminine that could be here that's very wonderful, open, vulnerable. They got goals. They've achieved some things. They've maybe had a few successes in their lives, a few victories. But this person is very humble, and they always want to learn more. They're always looking up to those that are very knowledgeable. There's always some kind of prospects that this person wants to go after, so they always make up new things, new goals, new aspirations, and such. Okay, but there's maybe an age difference here too for you. If you're with someone, you can have a little bit of an age difference. I don't know if it's the masculine that's older than the feminine, or the feminine older than the masculine, but definitely dark hair. So it could be like brown hair, dark hair, black hair, whatever. You guys would know what to say or affiliate that with, but definitely somebody who could be recently married. You guys could be recently married. Congratulations if you are. Maybe there's something about wanting to be married or something in that sense too. But I definitely see this as like something that's very feminine, really is open and vulnerable. Okay, and they're beautiful, they're hardworking, very hardworking. They always are orderly, fashionably, themselves in a sense. So like they know how to show up, they know how to dress, they look good. They don't really copy anybody's style, but they definitely really look good when they want to look good. That's the feeling I'm getting. There's something about the Page of Wands, the Nave of Wands on the bottom too. So this is a very eccentric, fiery, confident individual, this feminine here that I'm reading into. They are very passionate, especially when it comes to the bedroom. Okay, so there's some freaky things that they like to do before they get all started. So it's like preheat and oven type of feeling. Let's see what else we got here. You got the energy of the stars in this one, but Aquarius or Chinese or Tiger, as well as Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, as I did not say that, but that's what the energy of the Nave of Pentacles is all Earth, or Chinese or Snake, Ox, or Rooster. We're in Virgo season currently. The energy of stars is that energy of the Aquarius. We just had the full moon in Aquarius on the 19th, so that is still 10 residual days, so up to today, right now, the 29th. That energy of the full moon will still be residual, and a lot of people will still be feeling the effects of it. Either way, this is an energy of like the stars. So I'm gonna say like the feminine should never bring their masculine to a disgust. Otherwise, you know for a fact that that's not the person for the masculine. If a masculine ever feels like a feminine is gross looking or whatever, you know for a fact that feminine is not meant for that masculine. Okay, in this sense, I definitely feel like the masculine's nothing but attracted to the feminine. They obviously will sit there and gaze at the feminine like stars. They'll sit there like how you would like go on a trampoline, go on a roof, go just put yourself on a truck bed, and just watch the stars, whatever, looking at the shooting stars, just maybe having a deep conversation. I don't know, maybe having a few beers or a few wine glasses or champagne or whatever it is people do. Everybody does something different, but when you watch the stars and you gaze at the stars or you gaze at the sunset or whatever it is you would say that you were really obsessed with, that you loved, and you would sit there and just look at it and look at it and look at it. Okay, this masculine energy is definitely like that. Okay, Chinese or Tiger is definitely speaking to me, so somebody could definitely be a Chinese or Tiger here. You also have the energy of the Knight of Batons, which is the Knight of Wands. In this energy, like I just saw the Page of Batons, right? Y'all could be younger too. Like I did see an age difference. Some of you could be where that is an age difference. Some of you guys could just be young together. But there's a lot of passion between the two of you. There's a lot of love there. You guys could be just openly vulnerable and comfortable and maybe even just cuddly. I mean, sometimes you could be like, yeah, we're really Netflix and chilling. Just Netflix and chilling. We're not doing anything else. We're just sitting there enjoying each other's company. And that's great. That's wonderful. That's what you would want. You know what I mean? I mean, not every relationship should be based off just the sexual attraction or, physical attraction, as they say too. But really, we all know that the physical attraction is a part of the sexual attraction, so it's all kind of linked together, just like everything is linked together. But there's those specific links. If you were to think of life as like a circle, and you guys know like the flower of life and how it's connected to all things, and you have like all the little corners of the circle have different little circles all over the place. Okay, that's how things are linked together. It's just how it is in my mind, and how I mean, I don't know. Everybody can see it how they want to, but that's the perspective I have of life. That everything is linked together. Everything is circle, 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 circle. You circle things. You're circling specific key aspects to whatever that circle is holding and meaning. You know what I mean? Okay, so you also got Scorpio, Sagittarius energy. Scorpio is a Chinese year tiger. Just kidding, pig. I don't know why I see Chinese year tigers on my mind. But Sagittarius is Chinese year rat. It's going to be something to do with Jupiter or Pluto or Uranus or Saturn or even Venus or Mercury. We just left Mercury retrograde. Thank the Lord. Thank the heaven above. Thank you, because we were tired of that. That was ridiculous. Mercury retrograde. I really was not having it. But either way, the stars is definitely telling me again now there's more to it. There's more to it in that sense of starseed beings, like the way that you guys were created together in a sense, right? When we're created into one, and we separate into two pairs. And that's exactly what this is about. It's like a twin flame individual feeling. Is all it is. It's twin flame. It's that individual feeling of the twin flame bond. Yeah, there's the sun. The sun is Leo, and that's happiness, right? And that's me. That means to me that we're talking to you, Leo, specifically. So that means you're happy. You're flourishing. You could be glowing. You could be growing. And really everything around you just feels really warm and bright and happy. And I mean, that's wonderful to know. Look, all these great things happening and the great positive cards, the sun, the stars. So as happy by day as happy by night. It's like nothing changes. You're still happy. You're still hopeful. You're still looking to the positive, focusing on the things that bring you happiness and joy. And maybe even a lot of communication, but I feel like the communication is very eccentric and deep because when you have the energy of Aquarius out here in Sagittarius, I know for a fact that Aquarius and Sagittarius don't talk about normal day-to-day things or the things that are like on the surface. They talk about the deeper settings of life and basically like goals and not just like periods of like years, but like in the sense of what they want to fulfill right then and there. Okay, so it's like they don't really talk about the future, but they talk about what they want at that moment and how they're going to fulfill it at that moment. And I feel like there's a lot of conversations that do take place that are like, yeah, could we do this? Yeah, that'd be really fun. Like we could, then you start to really add on to, like, if we go here, then that would really be cool if we could like stop here, stay here, see this place, do this thing, whatever it may be, and just like really just seeing how you guys would fit together for the real future, in the sense of how it would be for 20 years down the road, but in that sense of every day would be like that. Every day would be, adventurous and fun and deep, and the connection would strengthen, and you would have a sense of security to know that it's going to keep strengthening. Like you fully have trust in each other and loyalty to each other and honesty. Like that's just how it really works. And I feel like that's exactly what you guys are getting into. You have the 8 of Cups on the bottom, and I feel like that kind of gives me a sensation too. Like this could be a same-sex relationship for some of you too. Doesn't have to be, of course, but I do feel like that as well for some of you. And there's a good partial amount of you that could be watching this. And the 8 of Cups, though, is about walking away from something, abandoning old posts, which is actually giving you the hint, giving me the hint, that you guys are definitely happy with the decision and choices you're making, and you'll be really happy with the outcome, nonetheless. There are some things you really had to walk away from, or maybe you were resisting to move forward, or you were maybe unable to move forward, and yeah, there was just a lot of things that made you feel out of place, that made you feel inadequate, that made you feel unsupported, and it really got to you. But I feel like because of these things that made you feel that way, it made you have no other choice but to be your own savior, to really find out who you really were, to understand your own strengths, to understand you when you're emotional, to understand how to control you from within. I know sometimes it's really hard. We have to think about all these people in our lives and like, why were these people even in our lives? We were in their lives for a reason. I swear. we were just in their lives, okay? They obviously didn't really cherish us or appreciate us, but you know what? It's a lesson for them because we were good people, right? Good people with great intentions, with nothing but purity and honesty and innocence. And we got walked on, shat on, all of it, right? And I'm gonna tell you, we were in their lives for a reason. It didn't even matter if we would have came across them or not, but for them, it had to matter. So they get to see us do better. They get to see us with people we really love, and they get to see us really give the love and the honesty. And everybody around us is flourishing now, and they're like, "What happened? You know, what happened?" And they have to go through their moments of reality checks and understanding of what they did wrong, and that's how people heal. Okay. You do have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius with the Tower in the reverse, and then another Aries energy with the 4 wands, 4 batons in the reverse. But that's telling me Leo, Aries. Aries is Chinese New Dragon. We were just in Leo season during Chinese New Dragon, of course, all year with the full moon in Aquarius that happened. So there's a lot of things that were shifting, changing, transitioning. So I feel heavy, strong Scorpio energy of the Pluto total death and rebirth. Okay, so pretty much like the rising of the ashes of the flames of death type of phoenix vibes. Okay, being blunt, being honest, being able to trust your boundaries so much that you can continuously be vulnerable, so that everybody in the room knows exactly what you're feeling when you're feeling it, because you can't hide your feelings, and you're not going to allow yourself to just hold on to a feeling and let that destroy you later. You're going to just let it out. You're going to let it out. Queen of Swords on the bottom. Okay, but very communicative, very intelligent, mentally inquisitive, all the great things with the Queen of Swords, believe me. Very perspective, observant, all of it. High Priestess, that's a great way to end this with these specifically. But with the High Priestess, that means you're just more aware than you have been in the past, Leo. Okay, Virgo and Pisces energy. We're in Virgo season, right? Like I already said with the Nave of Pentacles that was up here. Another Virgo's energy, Pisces full moon that will happen on September 17th. See, these are days where you just really be looking forward to, because I feel like so many things are about to be happening for you in your relationship. If I were to get really sexual, I'm just gonna like say you guys are just very comfortable with each other. Like I said, I mean, not every reading has to be in depth of like totally like into a, oh yeah, it was so hot and sexy, blah blah blah. Like it can be, sure, especially if like that's where it's leading. But right now it's just like I'm seeing you actually very comfortable, vulnerable, happy, whether you're the masculine or the feminine here. You know, there's a lot of attraction for each other. You're very equally attracted to each other. You know, and there's a lot of like maybe people that would want to be with the feminine. The feminine has a lot of people on the side that want to try to be with her, but obviously I don't feel like there's no interest there. There's nothing like there's not even and there's not even communication. Okay, there's no communication with this feminine and all these other people that want to be with them. It could be females as well, like wanting to be with the feminine, whatever. But there's no like anything there. There's not a passionate, strong desire to be with each other type of feeling where it is with you and this person, or this feminine and this masculine here specifically that we're talking about. Obviously, the feminine knows that she can be vulnerable and being open and honest about anything at any given moment. If I feel a certain way, you're going to know it. And I'm going to make sure to maintain my composure while I tell you about it. But, you know, I want you to know so that there's no confusion, there's no misunderstandings. Nobody took it wrong, you know. And on the bottom, yeah, there's just a lot of lies in the past from people. A lot of lies, a lot of misunderstandings, like we were just talking about. Somebody just wants to avoid that at all costs, and that took a lot of those specific situations from the past and experiences to make somebody become the person they were always meant to be. And so I really feel like that's on the feminine side, but it could also be on the masculine side. You guys could be having a lot of similar life stories, you know what I'm saying, where it's just the way it is. So I'm going to get a little bit more detail into the situation with regular tarot. Sorry, ads are getting out of control lately. All right, the world's in the reverse. The 8 of Wands is in the reverse. So there has been some blockages on trying to complete some type of cycle, but that transition, transformation, death card on the bottom. Sagittarius, 4 Pentacles. Somebody who's been holding on to something that really needs to be let go of is only making things worse. 10 of Wands in the reversal. Sharing your burdens with your partner is very important. Evil eye energy definitely trying to cause you guys to have problems between each other. The Lovers, yup. You got the Magician in the reverse, the Lovers here, the 10 of Wands in the reverse, Sagittarius, Gemini, Virgo, Mercury retrograde energy, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius is energy. So like I definitely feel you guys are very happy with each other, and you guys could be so happy right now that you're not really paying attention to all the negative that's being thrown your way. And that's okay. Great. Keep it like that, really. But remember to maintain the relationship so well that if anything were to happen, say all of a sudden you guys had a disagreement, okay, it's not any of your both, it's none of your faults. There's an agitation. There was somebody, and this is exactly how easy it is. When somebody over here is mad, right, about the past, and somebody made you feel inadequate, lied about stuff and whatnot, and you're putting that in the past, you're letting it go. Somebody is mad that you're letting it go, right? They can feel the detachment. They can feel you totally pulling away. Okay, so they're thinking in their mind some things. You know how easy it is to manifest something to happen right in front of your face by just sitting there looking at something, already picturing and what's in front of your face, and somebody's doing something, and all of a sudden they trip. Boom! You're like, dang, did I just manifest that? Probably did. Okay, because it's literally how much it is, as easy it is to do so. Especially if you believe and you already have that whole entire image in your head. So if you think about it, the negative energy that this is thinking about ways to cause catastrophe or problems or issues or people to be angry with your partner during the day or with you. Okay, and that causes your irritation. That causes you to, both be irritable, both have a frustration, both not maybe be able to hear right or correctly. So it does cause misunderstandings. And no, I didn't hear you correctly because I was way too up in my mind that I wasn't actually listening to what you were saying. I was listening to what my mind was transferring your words to me as I was in that negative attitude, mindset type, whatever, during that time that happened. Okay, so yes, if you guys always remember to always cleanse your energy, especially when you are out and about doing your thing, people come over to your house, whatever it may be, even if it's the neighbor, like they come over to tell you something that happened, whatever. Make sure you cleanse your energy before you even speak to your lover. I don't care if you guys talk about 10 times a day, great and wonderful for you, and that's a good thing too. But make sure you cleanse your energy before you talk to them, and make sure you tell them on the phone, like, hey, do a real quick cleanse before we completely make a conversation happen, because it's a serious thing. People will manipulate energy to their what they want for their reality, and to be able to stop people that are creating very ill-intentioned realities, we have to stand up for our own reality and know that we can also shift that from not even being able to interact with ours. And so if we always remain centered and grounded and cleansed, right? Cleanse would be the greatest way to go about it. When you're cleansed, there's nothing that's going to disrupt you. And I always call it disrupted because it's disturbed and disrupted together. But yeah, I guess you guys really needed that energy. Okay, one message is we have an event, concert, fair, show, live art, music, getting prepped up and ready, or you're looking forward to something. Okay. Also, I want to slam you up against the wall, kissing you and making out, and seeing where it leads. These are the sexual messages, by the way. Sexual Healing by Marvin Gaye. When you get that feeling, oh, that sexual healing, sexual healing. Romantic setting, candles, rose petals, bubble bath, lingerie, light music. Romantic setting. Told y'all, you guys are very happy together. There's a lot of sexual healing that's been happening from like different aspects. Like we were talking, like the flower of life. Just different things has definitely helped you to connect with your partner in a more vulnerable, happy, natural way, instead of feeling forced or pushed or threatened or insecure, or those things that make you feel like you can't be your full vulnerable self. Okay, totally opposite for you guys. You guys feel really good with each other, and out of all the people in the world that you've known, okay, because we all know a lot of people, a lot of us know over thousands and thousands of people. So out of all the people you've ever met and encountered, this person specifically makes you feel like there's nobody else in the world like them. One in a billion, one in, you know what I mean? Like one in a trillion at this point, Anyway, I hope that this helped you in any way it could. If you guys are going to a concert, a fair, show, or something, have fun, enjoy. Don't get too hammered or anything if you do drink. And if you do drink, or if you don't drink, don't get carried away with falling into a trap, okay? Because I also want you guys to succeed in those things. I know how serious addiction can be. But if you also kind of are like, sometimes I drink, sometimes I don't worry about one or two, okay? It's not going to kill you. It's actually all right sometimes. But either way, whatever did you guys do, have a beautiful rest of your day. I'll see you guys soon.